even since the Gameshi thing, really in Canada in some ways the conversation had started earlier. And so in the party, once I became leader, I asked the president at the time, so this was back at the end of 2014, to develop a sexual harassment policy with the executive, and so they did, and it's gone through the convention and it's in place. And to strengthen it, we had one before, but just to strengthen it in terms of investigations and how that was supposed to proceed. And then we have always had one since we've been in government with the caucus. And then we talk to the caucus and the staff as well as the MLAs, quasi-regularly, just to remind them of the policy and how it's supposed to work and what the expectations are. So, we do as much as we can. There's no question it's a big issue. It's not a thing that you just turn a switch and it goes away.
We also have processes that have been changed here at the legislature. We've put training in place for staff and for all MPPs. And I think that's ongoing. I think that kind of work can't stop. I think that we have to really look to ourselves and make sure that we're doing everything we can to stop sexual assault, sexual harassment, sexual violence, and at the same time work to inform, support people in the community.
As a man, I think it's important for us to do everything that we can to call out that type of behavior if ever we see it, and let people know it's unacceptable. As an employer, we want to do everything we can to make sure that people in the civil service that work for the province of New Brunswick feel safe and respected, and that they know if there is ever an issue, there are ways to get support and get recourse. And of course, as Premier that's trying to advance women's equality in this province, we want to make sure that we raise awareness about how there is a major problem, how men are predominantly the cause of that problem, and that we all have to step up and do better.
This very legislature that we have has a sexual policy in it that was brought in a few years ago. Our own universities will require a strategy to deal with the issue on campuses that will be tied to their MOU. So we need to continue as a province to make sure that this will not be tolerated. As a country, we need to make sure it will not be tolerated. And for those who have experienced and suffered at the hands of others, that we need to make sure that we have in place the right procedures to provide them with the help and to get them back to good health.